You're tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey everybody, and welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV. Tonight's episode is Young in Part 2, and it's the final episode of this season, or the first part of the season, I should say. We get the second half coming in August 12th. But welcome everybody. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, and if you're listening to us on iTunes, make sure to rate us 5 stars. I'm your host, Heather Joy Smith, and you can find me on Twitter at Heather Joy Smith, along with my lovely co-host tonight.
Hi everyone, I'm Britta Garsow, and you can find me on Twitter at Britta_Garsow.
Hey guys, I'm Carli Garsow, and you can find me on Twitter at Carli_Garsow.
All right, and like we mentioned, this is Young in Part 2, the mid-season finale, and it definitely lived up to its expectations that I think it needed to tonight. We had a lot of unanswered questions from last episode that they kind of wrapped up in a nice little bow tonight, but still left us wondering what's going to happen.
I know, but I'm just glad everyone kind of worked it out. That's all I really wanted. Not that obviously I wanted Josh and Gabi to end up together, but which is only happened. But I'm just really glad that she got over it and forgave everyone because she really understood where they were coming from.
Yeah. I don't know.
I liked how this mirrored the first episode, though. With
Totally.
the voicemail, I thought it was genius idea.
Very
creative.
good writing on the part of the writers who write for the show. That was nice. I loved hearing that little voicemail, and I can't wait to see what Josh's reaction is going to be.
No, it makes me want to cry.
I know.
Josh for life.
As that scene was playing, I'm like, no.
I know, it's
Gabi.
he looked so good, and she never even got to see him in his cute little top.
She looks so good. We mentioned while we were watching that Gabi and Sophia in their little outfit party dresses, they look so cute.
They look so pretty.
Ready to go. I was so excited for everybody. And
Sophia still should have went to the party. Maybe she did. I guess we don't know.
We don't know.
The last thing we saw was Sophia, but she said Gabi's been gone for 2 days.
Right.
We don't know what everyone else has been doing in those 2 days.
Exactly. So let's rewind to the beginning of this episode where we have Josh and Cooper both fighting once again over Gabi. They both show up to her apartment and kind of want to ask for her forgiveness. And she's like, no, get out. And then they start I don't even know what kind of fighting this is, but
Pretty pathetic fighting.
Pretty pathetic fighting. And twisting each other's.
That looked painful.
It looked so painful.
But also, super awkward.
It's something 7-year-olds do.
Yeah.
I felt it was just so immature. But I think obviously at this point they're both fighting over Gabi. They really don't care. They're just want to win her heart.
They have nothing else to lose.
Exactly.
Really
they
nothing.
really don't at this point. And so I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny.
It was funny.
It didn't resolve any of the issues that they had from the previous episode, but we'll get into that later. Also in this episode, Gabi decides that she's going to apply for an apprenticeship with Charles Darby, who has this apprenticeship in Switzerland. So it's super far.
Super far.
Super far. Gone for 6 months.
6 months is a long time.
6 months is a long time. I mean, especially with everything that's going on in her life and that's happened over just the past few weeks. 6 months is a long time.
Yeah, and I'm surprised how young the chef was.
Yes,
So I was thinking, if he's this world-renowned chef, you would picture a Gordon Ramsay.
That's who he sounded like too. So when I was picturing him in my mind from the phone, I was it's Gordon Ramsay.
Exactly. And then we see he's got to be only in his 30s.
Yeah, he looked so young.
Maybe 40, but I'm wow, okay.
Maybe he just looks good for his age.
Maybe, but if I were Josh, I still wouldn't want Gabi with him for 6 months.
Right?
Or all the other, what is assumed to be male chefs. It's a pretty dominant, industry, I feel like. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, there's Julia Child, but then nowadays I feel like a lot of the famous chefs
are male. You're right. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
So Josh ends up getting her a audition for this apprenticeship that she basically had zero chance in originally getting by herself. I don't know how I feel on that. I know in his heart he was trying to do something good, but I think in that situation and like predicament that he was in, it was really like iffy if it was going to go one way or the other.
See, at first I agreed with Gabi when she got mad, but then I thought about it, and I'm like, no, that was such a nice thing for him to do, and the fact that she said, oh, you're just trying to win me back, and he's like, why would I try to push you, to be gone for 6 months?
True.
And so it was, like, such a selfless thing. I think Gabi kind of handled it poorly. I think she should have said just, like she admitted to later, but she just should have been like, thank you so much, like, I really needed this to just, because, everything is about who you know.
Right.
And she probably is the best, but if she didn't get the opportunity, she wouldn't have been able to prove herself.
Plus, it's just, like he said, I just got you the audition. Like, now it's up to you to do the rest.
Like, I just think she should have been really grateful for it, instead of kind of blowing up, but I think she was still mad about everything else.
Yeah.
Just handled it wrong.
That's true. So she goes in and gets this audition and pretty much bombs the audition. Her sauce is like not coming out at all compared to everybody else's. Swoosh.
Such a pretty sauce.
It was such pretty. I love the fact though that she's like, well, I'm going to take 2 hours to look up what that is.
Yeah, to translate it.
Yeah, I was like, I have no idea what that is either.
I still don't know what it is.
I still don't even know.
Meat.
Yeah, some kind of
cow. She said cow.
Yeah.
Beef.
Yeah, I don't know. Let us know if you guys know what that was.
Yes, please.
It looked good.
It looked good. No clue what it is. But she really fails this test, and she's the first one that's like booted out. And I'm glad in her mind she was like, okay, I gotta think quick. What can I do to redeem myself and get back on his good graces? And her speaking, I believe it was with Sophia, thinking like, okay, I need to go prove to him that I'm not a screw up. I can cook this. And I love that she did that. Like,
yeah. Well, she said it was because of Cooper.
Right.
Yeah, because Cooper
but
redeemed
we can
himself.
Just not talk about him.
I know, but I.
Have you guys noticed I haven't spoken about Cooper at all? Because I can't stand him.
I know. What made me mad about their conversation was I'm really glad he apologized and everything and was like, I'm okay with not like being with you, but I want you to know that the person that I was in the karaoke bar isn't who I am. But we've seen him act that way on numerous occasions, so it kind of is who he is.
Exactly.
And I'm really glad that, I didn't want them to have her give him another chance, but I'm glad like they resolved everything. But I don't know, sometimes when you apologize, they can forgive you for the situation, but she sees him in a totally different light now.
Okay. I really don't want to say this, but I'm going to.
Okay.
I appreciate Cooper being so sincere in the moment and saying what he said to her. But at the same time, I was like, shut up and get out.
Yeah, I didn't. I wanted him to leave, too. I actually didn't think he would come back.
I didn't either.
His stuff was there.
I know. You could throw it out the window.
I know. That's true.
I was like, no. Cooper's back. That means they're going to get back together.
I know. I was worried. I was real worried.
And then, like, when he kissed her on the forehead, I thought he was actually going to, like, kiss her, and I was like, no, stop.
Which I think forehead kisses are like really sweet.
It was sweet.
It was sweet.
And then with like the whole whipped cream or
like
frosting, it was so cute. I was like, just leave. I can't take this. Just leave.
I was with you.
I'm not a team.
I'm glad he's gone
Cooper
for sure.
at all. Do we really know if he's gone though?
We don't. He's coming back.
He might get a job in Switzerland now.
That's something he would do.
It is. He's kind of crazy.
You're up here, and I'm down here. I'm like, yeah, Cooper, you're just down.
You're like way down there, Cooper, and Gabby's like way up here. She's like a 10, and you're like a 1.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
It's so sad because I've always loved Jesse McCartney. And
I love J Mac.
I do too. That's the thing. I love Jesse McCartney, but he's just ruined this character. I just hate Cooper.
I love the name Cooper.
I know.
There's like nothing else.
There was so much hope for him.
There was so much. We all thought, oh my God, this is going to be great. Jesse McCartney's going to be on the show. And it's just, he did some good acting for us all to hate him.
I think so. I still secretly love him just because he's Jesse McCartney. No, I guess I hate Cooper, but I just love Jesse McCartney.
So I trolled Facebook the other day because I wanted to know if it was just us on Team Josh.
Yeah.
And so ABC Family's Young and Hungry Facebook page did like a poll, and I was like, are you team Cooper? Are you team Josh? And 99.9% of people were team Josh, and I was like, yes.
So Michelle.
Yeah, that 0.1% was Michelle.
Voting over.
I looked at you and like people were like, I hate Cooper.
Yes.
Cooper needs to leave.
I was so happy. I was like, thank goodness everybody else is on our side, because I would feel really bad if the people watching actually liked
these
him.
girls gotta go.
They were like, the Young and Hungry panel is so off base right now. But I'm glad you all agree with
Yeah,
us.
seriously, thank you.
Thank you.
Seriously, Team Josh for life.
Yes.
You know, he's so cute.
He's so cute. And he had so many cute moments in this
did.
episode because he really, really, really wants Gabi back. And I love that he is like embracing his love for her and really.
And I really like his approach.
Yes.
I think it's so mature of him because, you know, he's always trying to like cover it up, or he's not like a man about his feelings. And now he's like telling her over and over, like, you know, he wants to be with her. And the fact that he asked her out on a date it like melted my heart.
Cute. And it had to have been so hard for him.
Yeah.
Right.
And it is like, it's just a date, and it's like such baby steps.
But he's right. He's
right.
like, it's the only thing we haven't done.
Right.
Like,
which is so
through,
awkward.
I know, they've been through
But-
so much, but like they haven't gone on a date.
Yeah.
So it was just, I was so proud of him.
Do you want to know my favorite part?
Yes.
Is when she was on the voicemail when she said something like at the end, I hope you'll support me and be there for me like you always are. Because he is.
He really is. He is so Team Gabi all the time.
Even though she might not want to believe it, he's basically already her boyfriend.
He pretty much is.
I think the test, we can talk about this later, but will be like him not dating anyone else for those 6 months.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting. I mean, I guess we can get into that if we want to talk about it. So we have 6 months now. Not really 6 months, but 6 months in the show that Gabi's going to be gone. And between now and August for us, August's episode, remind me again what it was.
Young and Gabi gets her job back?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that's the episode name. So she obviously had to quit to go for these 6 months.
What she did, I
Which
mean,
she-
technically
she
we
pretty
know
much
that
already
she
did quit.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he hires somebody in between.
He has to.
Ooh.
6 months without a chef when he's had one for like a year or so.
Yeah, but he could be so like sad that she's gone and not want to replace her.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
That's true. Just on a personal like need basis.
Well,
No one needs a chef.
No one needs a chef.
my
but
thing is, I almost think she's gonna come back early because, like, Gabi tries to get her job back. Like, I feel like she's gonna come back and ask for her job back. Like, she might be there and like just
maybe
like,
she like royally
hates
screws
it.
up.
Yeah, or she screws
true.
up and they just tell her to leave.
Which she screws up every single other thing, so which we love about her. But she does. So I'm curious, how that's going to play out come August for us and how they bring it back into the storyline that she comes back. Because obviously she has to come back and work for Josh.
Yeah.
The show would not be the show without that.
It also wouldn't be the show without Gabi's like strong female personality.
Right.
That's why I was really happy with her decision because the show started because she was like this food she was a chef with like a dream and she did lose track of that. So I was really happy that she got back on track. I just wish she would have gotten to this Josh before.
if it were you guys, like, what would you do? Would you take the job or Josh?
The job.
The
Josh
job.
is
I
always
would
going to
take the
be
job.
there.
I would take the job too. Like, I just feel like
Plus, you know they're going to have sex in part 2 of the season. It's just going to happen.
But you're right. Josh will be there when she gets back. It's only 6 months. I wish she would have said goodbye to him, but I understand her reasoning that if she were in that situation, she might not be able to go.
I agree.
so
I think that was
sweet.
a good idea on her part. But I don't know. I feel like this show is constantly throwing us off. So we can make these predictions, but I feel like the way they're going to get back into it is going to be so unique. Like, we're not going to be able to guess.
That's true.
Do you guys think that either one of them is going to be over the other one when she gets back?
I really hope the show doesn't do that.
No,
I said
they
no
can't.
to
I
have
don't think
them,
so
like, be
either.
together.
I think Josh will, like, continue to try to get her back. I think this is, like, it for him. Like, he's over altogether.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too.
But I don't know. Maybe she might be tough about it.
I wonder if she meets some Swiss hottie.
That would be
know.
so, like, Friends of them. Like when Ross went to wherever and met Julie. No, that can't
No,
happen.
it can't.
I can't.
Okay, so let's get into some real predictions
Okay.
here.
And now,
That was a little
your
late.
AfterBuzz TV.
Come on, dramatic pause.
I was like, where's the music? Do I just start talking? Thank you, Steven.
What if we did dramatic pauses in real life?
Hold
Like-
on. Go ahead.
Some people do. They're weird.
They're called slow talkers. It's not a dramatic pause.
Okay, so let's do a prediction of what we think is going to happen in Switzerland.
Okay.
They may never even show footage from Switzerland, so we can just pretend.
Yeah, but I hope they do the style, the
I don't
snow.
think they will.
I don't know, it'd be fun.
I wish we had one episode like in between.
Yeah,
I know.
me too.
Okay, so what you think is going to happen in Switzerland? Because she'll probably tell Josh what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what happens when she gets back?
Okay.
Switzerland, I do think she's, like I said, there's going to be a lot of males there. So she's going to meet people. I don't know if she, like, maybe will hook up with someone to, like, deal with missing Josh. You know, it might be something Gabi would do.
It's definitely something she would do.
Yeah.
But also, like, I hope that they talk when she's gone, but I almost think that they won't just because... Like, on the voicemail message, she said, I'm sorry we didn't get her a second chance, so maybe she, like, really actually just feels like she needs to get over it.
I mean, that threw me off too, like a lot, because I'm like, why is she just giving up right now, like after everything? Yeah, so I'm hoping they do have conversations like while she's gone, but I definitely see her hooking up with someone in Switzerland. But I don't know if Josh could really be mad at her for that, because she's been gone for so long, they're not technically together. It doesn't mean she doesn't have feelings for him. So I think it might happen and kind of be like a setback and kind of make him like a little nervous. But I ultimately think when she does come back that they will kind of pick up where they left off.
Well, we know she's not going to be mad at him or wanting to stay away from him because she tries to get her job back.
Yeah.
But does she still love him?
Okay. I don't think she's going to find a little romance in Switzerland. I think she's going to go in focused. But I think she's going to screw it up somehow.
Yeah,
Because
I do
that's
too.
totally Gabi fashion to screw it up.
Definitely.
And I feel like she's going to come home before the 6 months is up. And she's going to have to go to Josh and say, I screwed this up, but can I get my job back?
Do you think, what if he uses it as like leverage? Like, you can't have your job back until you go on a date with me.
Oh, I can see him doing that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Done. That's it.
I forget the New Girl finale, so I hope I'm right about this one.
Oh my God. You're so right.
That has to be
It has to happen.
Something Josh would do.
Such a power move of him, but he would totally do
He
it.
would totally do it.
Yeah.
And she will go on a date with him because she wants her job back. And she's going to fall in love with him on that
I'm
date.
so excited for it.
I wish it wasn't gone for 2 months.
I know. Ugh, this is going to be like the longest couple of months now.
No, it's seriously my favorite show on television right
It's
now.
so good.
It's so good.
So cute. I love it. I hope you guys loved it as much as we did. Make sure to tweet us all of your thoughts and let us know if you guys are still on Team Josh or Team Cooper after tonight's episode and what your predictions are for the next half of the season. And tweet us. Let us know. Where can they find you guys on Twitter?
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Carli_Garsow. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Britta_Garsow.
And you guys can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Heather Joy Smith. Thanks everybody for watching. We will see you for Young and Hungry back April 12th, but you can see us on AfterBuzz AfterBuzz all the time, you guys. But we'll see you August. Sorry, August 12th. Oh my gosh, I could not wait till April 12th. August 12th. That would be way too long. Bye, guys.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.